Hello, this is the Iconbuster. I want you to take a trip with me, and through this I will explain the situation that we are in when it comes to the channel we know as G4. Originally this channel started off as Tech TV, and its original design was to show off new technology and software. This gave people the opportunity to see what new gadgets were out there that could possibly make their lives easier. As time went on, this channel began focusing more on video games, and for a while this channel became a gamer's dream. In 2005, I saw this channel for the first time, and the first show I ever watched on this channel was X-Play. This show combined both humor and information about video games. This was also the first time I could remember seeing people on TV devote a whole entire show to video games. The purpose of the show was to review video games, and with their 3 to 4 minute review, you could really get an idea of what the game was like. And no matter what the score was, you could tell by the footage whether or not you would like the game. But if you still wasn't sure, G4 had another show called Judgment Day, which also reviewed video games and would sometimes give you more information about the game than X-Play did. By the time you were done watching both of these shows, you knew whether or not you were going to buy the game or not. Then you had the show Filter that would from time to time show you new gadgets and at times would give you lists like the top 10 bosses or the top 10 female characters in gaming. Another show you had on this channel was Cheat, which was cool because you could get tips and tricks to games that were kicking your ass. Plus, sometimes they would have a throwback to the old days, and you would see cheats to old Nintendo games. I thought that was cool. Another show that I absolutely adored was Icon. This was a show about video game creators. This show also talked a lot about the history of gaming in general. My favorite episode was the video game crash. By the end of the episode, you saw how it was Mario who kept gaming alive. Call me a wuss, but I actually had tears in my eyes at the end of that episode. It was shows like this that made me want to get back into gaming. Then something went horribly wrong. I first noticed it when Judgment Day was no longer around. I also noticed that Filter was missing too. Well, that's no problem, right? I mean, they're just going to replace it with another video game show, right? Well, what kick-ass video game show are they going to replace them with? Cops? Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Wait, I think I get it. This is for those cop games that are out there. Okay. Wow, they even made their own original show starring Bill Bellamy called Fastlane. I guess that show's for all the GTA lovers out there. Luckily, both the shows are unappealing to me, so I think I'm going to change the channel now. Well, at least they kept the show Icons. Wait a minute. Why is this show talking about some guy who owns a baseball team and not another game creator? Oh wait, I see. They made another show called Game Makers, which is nothing more than old episodes of Icon. I think I'm getting sick. Oh well, it's not that bad. I wonder what other show they're going to put on this network. Arresting Development? Are you for real? Oh wait, I get it. This show's for all the Sim fans out there. fuck that. Whether you think this show is good or not isn't the issue. Why the fuck is this on a network that's supposed to be all about games and technology? You're pissing me off, G4. You're really pissing me off. Now let's address a few other shows that have been added to this network recently. First off, Code Monkeys. It actually sort of kind of belongs on this channel. I don't really find it all that entertaining, but it does talk about games and technology, which is cool. But what I would really like to see, since standards and animation have gone down anyways, is a Newgrounds hour. There's a lot of good animations on that site that would be cool to see on TV. Plus, a lot of them actually feature video game characters, which would actually be way more entertaining than Code Monkeys. Then there is Cinematheque Nocturnal Emission. This is actually a decent show, but it's been a while since I've watched this channel. I don't even know if this show is on anymore. Happy Tree Friends belong on Adult Swim. Now, Ninja Warriors can stay on G4 because it reminds me of the concept behind ninja games. It gives ordinary people a chance to be a ninja. Also, the obstacle courses themselves look like they came right out of a video game. The only problem I have with this show is that it's on way too much. Almost every time I turn it to this channel, it's either this show or someone talking about this show. And after a while, it gets boring. Brainiacs is another good show, but it belongs on a Discovery Channel. They also have a show that shows home video footage, but that show just belongs off the air because we already have enough of those shows. And I'm not even going to comment on cheaters, but it's almost as if the network said, hey, we got a show called Cheat. It only makes sense to have cheaters. It's almost like saying, look, we have this show called House. Let's put it on the Home and Garden Network. Well, at least there's some hope. They brought back Filter. But wait, this show is telling me about the top 10 parties or clubs I need to go to. Does this belong on E? Well, that's just great. Take a title to a show that we all know and love and turn it into a meaningless knockoff of something you can find on almost any other network. That's just bullshit. Now let's talk about the biggest tragedy of them all. G4 took two of its best shows and turned them into a 1-hour snooze fest. I am talking, of course, about X-Play and Cheat. Two shows that were funny and entertaining are now condensed to a 1-hour news show. Now, this wouldn't be a complete tragedy, but it follows Attack of the Show, which, after watching both of these shows, make you feel like you just got done watching the same fucking thing. I know Attack of the Show talks about other things than just video games, but both shows pretty much have the same format. Both shows also try to be funny, but fail miserably. And the 3 to 4 minute reviews that I was used to have been cut to a minute and a half. And all because we need to hear them rant about some bullshit that hasn't even come out yet. Now, it's been a while since I've actually sat down and watched G4, but after what I've told you, can you really blame me? I actually remember a time when all I would watch was G4, but of course that time is gone. I give G4 a 1 out of 5, and no recommendation whatsoever. This is the Iconbuster saying, G4, you've been busted.